start our meeting with Mulkitab Al-Fatihah. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. I would like to say thank you for coming to this meeting. As everyone knows, Homeplus is a company that plays role in the development of retail store. And Damansara recently has contacted us to run a project to provide a solution regarding the overcrowded issue in Damansara shopping center. So the purpose of our meeting today is to decide on what project that we should carry out. We need to decide project need to be carried out by our company to help the community, especially to overcome the overcrowded issue in the Damansara shopping center. However, before we start, I would like to invite everyone to introduce themselves along with their respective position to avoid confusion. Let's start with Mr. Raja.
So, good morning everyone. My name is Raja Ibrahim. So, I will be the secretary for this meeting and for the company of Homeplus.
Hi everyone, my name is Mazali Ibrahim. I am the treasurer of this meeting and the treasurer of Homeplus Groceries.
Good morning. My name is Izzuddin Mesan Farhan. I am the chief communication engineer of this company.
Hello everybody, my name is Muhammad Izzuddin and I am a software engineer for this company.
Everyone, my name is Marjan Mahmajari and I'm the chief for business expert for Homeplus.
So let's invite our secretary for today's agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, for today's agenda is firstly we want to discuss on the objective of this meeting and to propose ideas and to determine the duration of the project proposed. Next, we want to discuss about the pros and cons of the proposed project. Apart from that, we want to discuss the funding and the budgeting of the project. And lastly, we want to set up the committees and define their duties. So, here I have prepared the memo for the meeting together with the agenda of this meeting. So, with this you can input it so that you can keep track of the agenda for you.
Thank you everyone for the introduction and Mr. Secretary for the agenda. Let's start our meeting now. Does anyone have any idea to share about the project? It would be better if you can share what is the project, the objective, and the duration of the project.
So let me start first. So I have a suggestion about a project that can be carried out in Damansara Utama. So my suggestion is we want to introduce RFID system in our retail system. So as we all know, RFID is what we use in toll system. But do you know that RFID can also be used in grocery and also shopping items? So just like how companies overseas like Amazon store implement this technology in their shopping system, we can also do the same thing. So let me tell you how the RFID works. So basically, RFID uses a lot of advanced sensors and cameras that it put around the stores. So the sensors and cameras will track the customer purchases and the objective is to reduce the shopping time of each customer that want to buy from our Homeplus company. So, for example, the customer want to buy something from our retail store. So they will come to our store, they will take an item from the shelf. So the sensors and cameras will detect this action, and automatically the item will be added on their online cart. So if they decide to cancel the purchase, they can just take the item from the cart and put it back on the shelf. By doing this, the item that is added to the online cart will be cancelled. So that's how RFID works. So if they want to confirm the purchases, they can just leave the store by going through a gate that is put at each exit of the store. So I believe this technology can help to reduce shopping time limit of each customer because they don't have to queue. Just like conventional store, they need to queue, and at the counter they need to scan all of their items before they leave the store itself. So by using RFID, we can reduce the time shopping, and also can help the customer to be easier for them to shop in our company. So based on the study that we have conducted, by implementing this RFID system, it will reduce the shopping time of the customer by 40%. So as you all know, people in Damansara Utama is very busy. They have jobs, professional jobs like engineers, executive. So actually they don't have much time for shopping in the area. So we need this RFID to have community in Damansara Utama. So how about this?
Okay, I'd like to add some ideas related to Moni's idea just now. I agree with Moni's idea because I have some sort of idea that I'd like to add. First, when we are executing these ideas, the less human error will be happen, and when the human error will be less, it will less the loss of the money that the company will face. First of all, we know when we use the RFID, the system will be controlled by the AI. And if we compare AI with human error, human tend to do more mistake compared to AI. And as example, in the cashier itself, when at one time the customer buy a lot of items, the cashier might be overlook all the items and might be not scan one or two items that they want to buy. So in this case, we can see that it might be just a 30 ringgit, up to 30 ringgit loss that they will just need to face. But if we need to imagine that this incident happened to 100 or to the 1,000 customers, the loss that the company need to face is around 3,000 to 30,000, which is a lot of loss that they need to face. So this is a good idea to be implemented. So next, instead the profit will be gained. I like to relate this point on the amount of salary need to be paid by the Homeplus company to the worker. First, we can say that there no need of cashier to be around this store, and there will be less manpower needed to execute this plan. The only manpower that needed by this to run this store is just for the manpower to unload the items from the lorry, and second, the manpower needed to arrange all the items at the shelf. And you know, Damansara Utama is a big city. So a big city, they need a big store to control and to control all many people at one time. So bigger store need more cashier. But if we implement this idea, it can get the cashier needed for this idea is zero. So we can say there are more profit we can gain because the manpower needed or the worker needed to run the store is less. So any ideas from other members?
So it is undeniable that idea from Mr. President and also idea from Mr. Tuhan is good for technology in Malaysia. But from my perspective, this RFID technology has a few limitations in terms of technology limitation. This technology can cause some trouble for our citizens. As for Homeplus, almost 20% of our customers is considered citizens that live in the Damansara Utama. So, from my experience, most of our senior citizens doesn't know how to use this technology, and they have a problem to digest the system on their own if they develop. Another problem is, as I know, this RFID technology use NFC as the medium to make purchase in store. So I think NFC system is also a problem for most of our citizens in Damansara Utama, because I know not all of our mobile phone have NFC, and this will cause some problem for them to pay. They need to use cash or maybe credit card to pay their groceries. Other than that, this RFID technology, it will reduce the job opportunities, and it will increase the rate of unemployment in Damansara. To overcome this problem, for my solution, I would like to suggest another system that I call the app system. As for the advantages by using the system, it will reduce the time taken to buy groceries. As I know, in Damansara now, almost 80% citizens work for some companies in Damansara now, and some of them doesn't even have time to buy groceries. By using the system, the workers can buy their groceries at any time, and they can set their own time for the groceries to arrive at their home. Other advantages is it can reduce car on the road in Damansara Utama, and it will reduce the traffic jam, because we use a delivery truck to deliver these items. As for my phone, Homeplus delivery truck can deliver almost 20 customers per time.
So, thank you everyone for your contribution in sharing your opinion. Now, can we have Mr. Zalis as our treasurer to point out about the budgeting and funding for both of these ideas?
So, I'm going to explain and compare the cost of the construction and maintenance of the RFID and implementation of building application, and also the amount of cost needed to even for the courier service. First of all, I will explain about the cost of the apps. The cost of creating an apps or groceries app like Amazon apps is vary between 30,000 US dollar until 90,000 US dollar, which in Malaysia it ranges between 132,000 ringgit up to 399,000 ringgit. The following are some of other variables that affect the price of the apps. First of all, features of the app, the strength of the development staff, platform range, and production place, and the app's complexity and the time it takes to build the app. Next, we will touch about the courier service. The monthly wage for each courier driver costs between 2,500 ringgit until 2,600 ringgit per courier driver. So, let's say we have around 5 courier drivers per grocery stores. It will take around 10 until 12,000 ringgit per month to sustain them at the company. Next, we will talk about the RFID cost. The cost of making or maintaining the basic RFID system in the grocery stores could total around 3,000 US dollar per reader, or in Malaysia ringgit, it will cost around 30,000 ringgit per reader in a manufacturing setting. So, for example, we want to build around 5 RFID reader in the groceries. It will take around 60 until 65,000 ringgit to build RFID system entirely in the grocery stores, including the maintenance. So, in conclusion, to compare between these two implementations, we can conclude that the maintenance and construction of the apps cost higher than construction of the RFID system. Plus, with the courier service, I would like to conclude that RFID costs less than the implementation of the apps combined with the courier service in the grocery system.
Before we proceed, can I point out some points that about the delivery system. So I have some concern about this delivery system. Let's say there are a lot of people use the application in the same time. They want the items to be delivered on the same day. So I think the problem is the system will be overloaded, and for the courier service itself, there will be some delay for the items to reach the customer. Other than that, we must also talk about the safety of the item. If we are taking a lot of orders, we cannot guarantee safety of each of the item that we want to sell. So this will become a problem for our Homeplus company. So that's all.
To be honest, now that we know the pros and cons of the suggestions, together with the estimated budget, I think it would be better if we can combine the RFID idea together with app system idea to make this project a success, so that we can solve the overcrowding problem in Damansara Shopping Center. Now, if you guys agree with my suggestion, can you guys please raise a hand? So basically, this idea is to combine both of the suggestion provided by Mr. Muiz and Mr. Afif. I think most of us agree to combine the RFID and app system idea, and I also prefer this project because it is easier to be executed and more effective to solve the overcrowded issue. So let's proceed with this project. Secretary, Mr. Secretary, do we have anything more to discuss?
Yes, so for the next agenda is to setting up the committees and to define their duties.
Thank you. Now let's proceed with setting up committees and meetings. Mr. Muiz, since you are the chief in communication engineering, would you like to be in charge of the hardware department for this project?
Yes, I agree.
And Mr. Afif, since you are the software engineer expert in our company, would you be okay if you are in charge of the software department for this project?
Yeah, sure. I think that was possible.
And Mr. Joe, because of you are the business expert, I think it would be better if you are in charge of the business analytical department for this project. So I think we already have the committees and duties for our project. Now that we have project in mind and assign the role to everyone, do you have any other business to discuss?
No.
If there is no other business, I would like to invite our secretary, Mr. Raja, to summarize the outcome of this meeting.
So to summarize the outcome of the meeting, so we have started with the document address with the chairperson, introduction of the members, and to provide a solution to the overcrowding issue in Damansara Shopping Center. So to solve this issue, we have two projects that we have proposed, which is to introduce RFID system in retail business, proposed by Mr. Muiz. And the next one is to for the application system, delivery application system, proposed by Mr. Afif. So for the summary of the meeting, it is better to combine both of the RFID system and delivery application system to solve the problem. So by Mr. Right? So for the system, as a conclusion, the maintenance for the consumption of the app will be cost higher than the RFID system, and the RFID will cost less with the implementation of the app because of the current service monthly wage cost between 2,500 to 3,600 per courier driver. So I am moving on to our last agenda, which is to set up committees and define their duties. So we have assigned where Luis will lead the hardware department, and Afiq will lead the software department, and Mr. Joe will lead for the business and analytical department. So that's it for this.
I think that will be everything for this meeting. So thank you everyone.